I'd like to open up the October meeting of the Board of Legislature. If you would please stand for Pledge Allegiance and then a moment of like May be seated. What's that? 2 minutes? Oh, you timing me? Okay, roll call of members, please.
Legislator Monticelli, Goldo, Cantwell, Drake, Fitzpatrick, Johnson, Peck, Darrow, Ferris, Reed, Jablonec, McBride, Maxon, Gray.
Here. Oh. Okay, privilege of the floor. If anybody would like to address the Board of Legislature, please step forward. Okay, minutes of the last session. Is there any desire to have them read? None? Is there any additions, deletions, or corrections? Hearing none, then they'll stand as presented. Presentation of petitions, notices, and communications.
We have none this evening.
Perfect. Reports of standing committees.
For a report of the Finance and Rules Committee reporting favorably on resolutions 183, 184, 187, 189, and 190. We also have a report of the Finance and Rules Committee recommending approval of legislator expenses.
Reports of county officers and others.
A report from the County Treasurer on investments in cash on hand, and also a report of the County Administrator on budget transfers for the prior month.
Local laws, resolutions, and motions. Resolution number 176.
Payment of legislator expenses.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 177.
Setting time and place for public hearing on the tentative budget for fiscal year 2020.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 178.
Authorizing the acceptance of offers to purchase real property acquired by tax foreclosure but not sold at auction.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 179.
Increasing district attorney petty cash fund and amending the 2019 county budget.
Discussion? None? Roll call.
Legislator Maxon. Yes. Ferris. Yes. Dolgo. Yes. Gerald. Yes. Monticelli. Yes. Cantwell. Yes. Johnson. Yes. Reed. Yes. Peck. Yes. McBride. Yes. Fitzpatrick. Yes. Nabawatic. Yes. Drake. Yes. Gray.
Yes.
Motion carries.
180.
Authorizing the chief elected official local government agreement under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act of 2014.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 181.
Commitment of Jefferson County to issue debt for $2 million bond for the Jefferson Community College turf field.
Discussion? Yes, Mr. Monticelli.
Thank you, Chairman Gray. I'd just like to thank the Vice President of Finance, Dr. Dupe. The presentation that he had at Finance Rules, it really was enlightening to me because I didn't understand specifically what they were after, how they were about to do it, and how it was going to be funded, which was very important. I wanted to acknowledge that. Thank you.
And we do have Dr. Dupe with us this evening, so thank you for coming. Further discussion? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 182.
Amending the 2019 county budget to recognize insurance recovery within the road machinery fund.
Discussion? None? Roll call.
Legislator Cantwell. Yes. Gerald. Yes. Ferris. Yes. Nabawatic. Yes. Drake. Yes. Maxon. Yes. McBride. Yes. Johnson. Yes. Reed. Yes. Fitzpatrick. Yes. Doldo. Yes. Peck. Yes. Monticelli. Yes. Gray.
Yes.
Motion carried.
183.
Authorizing agreement and amending the 2019 county budget in relation to the fiscal year 19 State Homeland Security Program grant.
Discussion? None? Roll call.
Legislator Reed. Johnson. Yes. Maxon. Yes. Fitzpatrick. Yes. Nabawatic. Yes. Drake. Yes. Ferris. Yes. Monticelli. Yes. Doldo. Yes. Peck. Yes. Gerald. Yes. Cantwell. Yes. McBride. Yes. Gray.
Yes.
Motion carries.
184.
Amending the 2019 county budget to recognize insurance recovery within the road machinery fund.
Discussion? None? This is the second of three, right? Mm-hmm. Dump trucks being replaced. Roll call.
Legislator Nabawatic. Yes. McBride. Yes. Fitzpatrick. Yes. Doldo. Yes. Johnson. Yes. Monticelli. Yes. Ferris. Yes. Maxon. Yes. Peck. Yes. Reed. Yes. Gerald. Yes. Cantwell. Yes. Drake. Yes. Gray.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution 185.
Authorizing an undertaking on file with the New York State Department of Transportation.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 186.
Authorizing agreements in relation to the juvenile secure detention and the supervision and treatment services for juveniles program.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 187.
Recognize the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee Police Traffic Services Program grant and amending the 2019 county budget in relation thereto.
Discussion. Mr. Zero.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think it's kind of funny that I'm going to wait, save my breath for a $5,000 after we've looked at hundreds of thousands of dollars from the previous pages here, but that being said, it's a principle thing. I think this is, the epitome of nanny state. Seatbelt law is an unconstitutional, silly, protective law. And with this grant, we're using, I don't think we need Albany's encouragement to enforce unconstitutional, nanny state, ridiculous laws. Thank you.
Mr. Maxon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I agree with my esteemed colleague from District 9. I enjoy that we started our meeting tonight, as we always do, with the Pledge of Allegiance, which ends with the words liberty and justice for all. And I just wanted to examine those two words and consider what makes a law just. A law is just that doesn't violate your natural rights, and a law is just that is equitably applied, laws that are applied to all. And if you examine vehicle and traffic law, you'll see that seatbelt laws don't apply to certain groups of individuals in emergency vehicles. Cell phone laws, speed limit laws, these laws are not equitably applied to everyone. And I'm okay with police officers being exempt from cell phone laws or speed limits or seatbelts, because I think that everyone should be exempt from seatbelt laws and cell phone laws and speed limits. On liberty, there have been many people who are much smarter than I am. I just wanted to share just a few selections. John Stuart Mill in 1859 wrote, "The only purpose for which power can be rightfully exercised over any member of the civilized community against his will is to prevent harm to others. His own good, either physical or moral, is not a sufficient warrant. He cannot rightfully be compelled to do or forbear, because it will be better for him to do so, because it will make him happier, because in the opinion of others, to do so would be wise or even right. These are good reasons for reasoning with him, or persuading him, or entreating him, but not for compelling him, or visiting him with any evil in case he do otherwise." A more modern thinker, Representative Ron Paul, writes, "If we are only free to make good decisions, we are not really free." And interestingly, that's a sentiment shared by Mahatma Gandhi, who once said, "Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes." As Legislator Jarrow said, he believes the law is unconstitutional. I think it's an infringement on your constitutional right to choose to live your life the way you want to. Should you wear your seatbelt? Yes, you should wear your seatbelt. I wear my seatbelt. But should we ticket people to encourage them to do so? No. We should educate them. I think that everyone alive today knows they should wear their seatbelt, and if they choose to get in a vehicle and not wear it, they have accepted the consequences of those terrible consequences. So I will be voting no, and I appreciate the time tonight, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
You're certainly welcome, Mr. Maxon. Any further discussion? None? Roll call.
Legislator Peck? Maxon?
No.
Johnson? Cantwell? Fitzpatrick?
No, as the oldest and longest-serving member of this board, yes.
Reed? Drake? Harris? Monticelli? Amperwanik? Jarrow? McBride? Doldo? Bray?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution 188.
Appointing member to the Office of Aging Advisory Council.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 189.
Amending the 2019 county budget relative to public health department accounts.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 190.
Amending the 2019 county budget relative to public health department accounts.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. That concludes the local laws, resolutions, and motions. Is there any other business to come before this board? Yes, Mr. Maxon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to inquire on the status of the legal bill for the defense of our elections commissioner. I understand that he submitted that bill to the county attorney's office about 42 days ago, and that they have received, neither the commissioner nor his attorney have received any communication back from us. Just like an update on that.
Well, Mr. Maxton, as you know, Mr. Seymour has made some threats of litigation regarding that matter, so I'm not going to address that publicly at this time. Thank you.
I had a conversation with our chairman who let me know that he had instructed you to pay the bill, and that it has gone on, the bill has gone undiscussed, not even a letter in response to the attorney. I understand that there are people who are upset about the idea of paying for what they think was a frivolous lawsuit or an unjust defense of someone who was acting outside their job responsibilities. This year in St. Lawrence County, our good friends to the north, the two commissioners had a very similar disagreement about certifying a ballot, who would appear on the ballot, and they sued one another. That court case went to the appellate division. Both attorneys were paid by the county because it is the county's responsibility to pay the bill. Again, I think it is very important that we pay the bill now rather than after the bill has become larger, because in Article 78 is the course of action under our law. I've heard the comment that the bill is too high. Under our Indemnification Act, it's the county attorney's responsibility to pick attorneys and to set the limit on how much they can get paid. If you feel, or if the chairman feels that the bill is too high, I would suggest talking to the attorney and applying a more reasonable, in your opinion, hourly rate to the detailed bill that we've received. I think it's important that we put this thing behind us sooner rather than later when a Supreme Court judge rules that we have to pay the bill.
So, just to clarify, my position was it was a hill that I wouldn't die on, okay? And what I specifically told you is that it was a compressed time frame that we operated in, that this didn't go on for weeks and weeks and weeks in the court. Having said that, also it is important to note what you just pointed out. It's up to the attorney to pick the attorney to represent the employee under the indemnification. In this case, that did not happen, okay? Mr. Seymour picked his own attorney, okay? Without disregard for the fact that we were going to go in there and just ask for a declaratory judgment that we had two employees at an impasse. So we, as you know, we had really no right to go in there and determine whether it was 2 or 3. It wasn't our law. We were just looking for an interpretation. So Mr. Seymour did not follow protocol. The bill was sent to Mr. Seymour. That's where it resides right now. So.
Mr. Chairman, just
Yes.
Under our indemnification law, the county attorney declared that there was a conflict of interest. However, he attempted to represent one commissioner against the other commissioner and was disallowed from doing so by the Supreme Court judge. Once David decided there was a conflict, it was his responsibility to determine attorneys in a reasonable billing rate. He didn't do that and instructed the commissioner that he needed to find his own lawyer. So our commissioner attempted to follow the law. Although there's nothing explicit in our indemnification law that says our county attorney couldn't change his decision, saying that we are not going to provide him with his defense, I believe that he could still do so and could still pay this bill before the final part of our indemnification law. When the county attorney declines defense of one of our employees, the venue becomes an Article 78 proceeding. And I think that our county attorney ought to contact Mr. Burns, the attorney, to negotiate this bill to a more palatable number before the number becomes larger, because he has to take Article 78 proceeding to get his money that he is owed by the county.
Okay, point well taken. Anybody else have anything else come before the board? Yes, Mr. Peck.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just wanted to issue a reminder to fellow colleagues that Soil and Water was having their open house on Thursday this week at 12:30 at their new office building on Route 12 in Burrville. Pretty confident they'll be having cider and donuts there, but it's a good opportunity to come and see the staff there and the organization and how things have turned around and the good footing that we are on.
Good. Okay. Anything else come before the board? None? Motion to adjourn? Second? All in favor?
Well, how you doing, sir? Excellent.
I'm gonna grab my umbrella. I'm grabbing a piece of paper. I'm not eating because I'm really, really trying to get
What are they
away.
gonna do?
That's the thing. Yeah, take it. all